Today we're going to be swapping to a welded diff in my E46 budget build drift car. Now the diff that we had in the car previously was a 3.07 ratio, so it was super long, and it also was an open diff, which means both wheels don't always spin. So today we're going to be swapping in the 3.46. It's going to have a little shorter gearing ratio. It's welded up, so both tires are going to be spinning the entire time we're drifting. So our first step is going to be cracking open that case, making sure that the welds are still intact. It's nice and clean. Then we're going to throw a new gasket on the case to make sure it's nice and sealed so that we don't have any leaks when we're out on the track. So here she is in all our glory, our 3.46 welded diff. Now we are going to crack open this case, get everything out of it, and put new fluid into it. And we're going to check to make sure that it's welded in there, but we're also going to check the drive shaft input, and we're going to spin it. You guys can see that both sides are spinning. I don't know if you can see this side actually, but both sides are spinning the entire time, which means it should be a welded diff. You guys can see it's empty. There's no fluid in there, so good thing we didn't just throw it in and start driving. Whoa, it does reek. Holy cow. Diff fluid does smell awful. But let me get you guys closer so you guys can see the welded diff. Alright, so if you guys take a look inside here, this is what a diff looks like. Now you guys can see all along these edges here where the gears are connecting, that is all welded, if you guys can tell. So that is why both sides spin, which is perfect because this is going to help us drift so much better. So now what we need to do is clean up our surface here along the diff and on the cover. Then we're going to take our ultra gray gasket maker. We're going to create a nice gasket so that it's nice and sealed up so that we can put some new fluid in there. Alright, so now using our gasket maker, we're going to go along the edge of our cover here. We're going to circle every bolt and connect it. We're going to get this stuff all over, and then we're going to throw it onto the diff. So now we're going to go ahead and just smear along here. Make sure that it has a nice layer over top, and add any extra if we need to. Alright, I'm going to adjust you guys so you can watch me put it on, but I'm going to go ahead and smear the rest of this. Alright, you guys can kind of see we've got it all completely layered on now. We're going to go ahead and smack this on the diff. Now we're going to try and line up our holes as best as we can as well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put our bolts in and torque them down to spec. Alright, we got our diff cover back on. Now we're going to go ahead and jump underneath the car. We're going to throw this bad boy in, and then we're going to fill it up with the gear oil. Now actually, instead of doing the diff on jack stands on the driveway, my buddy actually offered to let us use his shop. So we're going to zip down to his shop. I'm going to do a little bit of filming. I'm not going to throw the camera in his face, but also out of privacy for his shop. I'm not going to film everything, but I'll kind of give you guys the rundown. So let's go ahead and head down to his shop, and I'll show you guys some clips. Now that we've got that welded diff thrown in my E46 here, let's take it down to Mexico and let's do our first donut. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I definitely can. The before and after with the welded diff is insane. It is sliding so much easier now with the welded diff. I cannot wait to take it out to the track. Now, of course, before I forget, we picked up this diff for $200 off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm hoping that I can sell my old diff for $100, maybe $200, so I can call it a wash. But at the end of the day, if I only spend $100 on a welded diff, I'm going to call that a W. So if you guys are trying to stay on a tight budget, make sure you guys hit up Facebook Marketplace, buy and sell your used parts there, and you might come out ahead, or only have to pay a couple $100 to have a drift ready build. Now, in case you guys did miss the last video, we did end up doing an oil change and swapping the water for coolant, and we also threw on our M Sport 17-inch wheels so that this car is going to be dialed in for our next drift event. Now, the reason I brought up swapping from water to coolant is while we were trying to make it down to my buddy's shop, we were actually overheating the entire time, so stop and go until finally I just had my mom come and tow me down to the shop. Now, I didn't know this previously, but there's actually 2 screws on the top and bottom of the radiator. One is to help it flow out of the radiator, and one is to help bleed it. There's like a bleeder screw and then like a release valve on the bottom. So I was able to use those and get the car nice and dialed in. So now that we're all nice and bled, we shouldn't have any more overheating issues. But I'm super stoked to finally have the welded diff in the car. As you guys saw in the clip, it is sliding so much easier now. In our first gear donut, we are getting sideways, and I'm super excited to take it out to the track. So if there are any modifications you guys want to see done on the budget build E46 drift car, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you hit that like button so that I know what type of content you guys want me to produce. And as always, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button so that we can continue growing the channel, so that I can keep producing the content for you guys. But we'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Peace.